Boom. Good Magen morning, guys. It is December 2nd, and it is snowing outside. That's right. Here in Pomona, New York, we're getting one of our first serious snowstorms of the season, and it is beautiful. I got up today before the crack of dawn, and as the sun started to bring light to the sky, it brought more light in the form of snow, and we got white powder falling from the sky, and it is beautiful. So it's very apparent that winter is here. And winter comes with its own challenges and its own opportunities. Winter is what separates the men from the boys. And a lot of people during the winter get very sensitive and kind of cuddle into a ball in the corner and try to be as comfortable as possible. And yeah, of course, there is place in the winter for being cozy next to the fire, grab a hot chocolate and cuddle with a movie, but the winter is actually a serious opportunity to dive even deeper into growth. And while during the summer we focused a lot on working out and working outside, winter is about working in. Winter is about going inside. Yes, we need to stay inside, sheltered from the elements, but that doesn't mean we need to be sheltered from growth. That doesn't mean we need to retreat from actually growing. It's just that the growing is happening inside. Just like the trees, during the winter, there's no movement on the outside of the trees. You don't see the leaves, you don't see any fruit, but inside there's movement. There's sap flowing through the trees, there's shifts happening. It's all happening on the inside. So the winter is our opportunity to not only work out in the gym, but work in. Okay, and we're going to talk about what that means to work in. And I want to talk about this concept of mastery because it's something that I've been inspired by since 5 years ago when I decided to go on this journey of self-mastery and sobriety and just personal understanding and self-expression and ultimately self-mastery. That's really the key. That's really the ultimate journey to go on, is the journey of self-mastery. Like we learned from Avram Avinu, Hashem says, Lech lecha, go to you. The journey, the ultimate hero's journey, is going on the journey of discovering who you are. And not just discovering who you are, but mastering yourself, mind, body, and soul. Mastering all the aspects of yourself. And we could spend a full day just talking about mind mastery or body mastery or soul mastery. But the Magen path is about walking the path of mastery in everything we do, which means that we got to be constantly checking in with ourselves. First of all, what are our standards? What does mastery look like for us in each area? And then being honest about where we're falling short and being willing to look at where's the gap, what's holding us back, and what needs to be either eliminated or implemented in order to reach that next level. And that's what the path of mastery is all about. It's about honesty. It's about being honest with where you're at and what needs to be done next. It's about self-inquiry constantly. It's about commitment to the path and commitment to the goal. And ultimately, it's about community. It's about receiving feedback from the people around us who we respect, like-minded people, mentors or peers, people who are on the same journey of self-mastery, who can give us that back and forth, who can give us that feedback, that honest feedback, and the accountability. So let's look at mastery of the mind. Mastery of the mind is simply being able to think what you want to think when you want to think it. It's as simple as that. Our mind is like a hive. And there's bees constantly going in and out, and the bee's job is to protect the hive and protect the honey. Now, the honey is our awareness. Honey, in this analogy, is literally just pure awareness, just present moment awareness of what is right now. And that ultimately, that really is the truth. The truth is your awareness of the moment right now. And when you can ground yourself in the truth of what is, you don't get caught up in what should be or what should have been, but you get caught up of what is right now. And from there, you have a strong foundation and starting point to take the next right step. The problem is when we get caught up in the bees and we start getting distracted by all the buzzing, and what about this, and what about that, and what about yesterday, and what am I going to do tomorrow? Now you're already getting caught up in the bees. And what happens when you start swatting at the bees? That's right, you get stung. So don't get distracted by the bees. Let the bees be. Rather, focus on the honey. Be present. Be aware. And awareness of the present moment is the sweetest experience of life. So that's what it means to master your mind. Be present. And then from your present moment awareness, you could choose what you want to think when you want to think it. Because now, since you own the honey, that means you're the queen bee. You're in charge of the hive. Which means that you can send out the bees to go do the job for you. So you're not getting distracted by the bees or stung by the bees, but now the bees are working for you. So you go send out a worker bee. You go send out a carpenter bee to go and bring you more honey, more present moment awareness, more peace, inner peace. Okay? So mastering the mind is choosing your thoughts. Mastering the body is very simply using the body for what it was meant for. The body is our nature. Our body is made from nature. We're made from the earth. That's why we're called Adam. Adam is the earth and man. So not to overcomplicate body mastery means just learning the nature of our bodies, of how our bodies naturally work, and flowing with the nature of our bodies. You don't have to get fancy or super complicated. Eat natural foods, get natural sleep, and move naturally in the way that your body naturally moves. And do that often, and you will master your body. Moving on to the soul mastery. Whew, this is a lifetime's work of its own. But for this conversation, I'm talking about mastering your character traits, mastering ultimately your relationship with your higher power. And the way you do that is by refining your character through prayer. Prayer gives us the opportunity to know what we truly want. When we ask God for things, we're not trying to change God's mind. God already wants to give us everything, and the answer is always yes. The question is, are we ready to receive? And do we even know what we want? So prayer gives us the opportunity to get real with ourselves and to get real with God and to really express what our soul's desire is. And that puts us more in touch with who we really are. That puts us in touch with where we're at in our character development. And the closer we get to being our best selves, the more godly we become. If you think of God as the ultimate being, God is the best goodness that could possibly be. So the better we get, the closer we're getting to godliness. And a lot of it has to do with letting go. A lot of us are holding on to things that are not us. Holding on to identities, patterns, thought processes, habits, addictions. Those are all things that are not us. Those are lies. Those are the other side. That's doubt. Doubt is the enemy. Don't act from doubt, act from clarity. Clarity comes from prayer. So when you pray to God, pray from your soul, pray for clarity. Pray to eliminate doubt so you know who you are, you know what you have to do. Now this is the work. This is working in. This is the winter work, people. And it's exciting. You know why? Because the reward for this kind of work is true happiness. It's inner peace. Isn't that what we really want? Isn't that what we're looking for when we actually cuddle up by a movie and sip hot cocoa, right? That's that comfort. But it feels like peace. It feels like safety. We want to be secure. So when we're saving and when we're protecting ourselves from the elements, remember that there's also a spiritual winter out there. There's the spiritual elements that are also brutal. And the way we stay warm and safe from the spiritual winter is by lighting that fire of our soul and by connecting with our God, connecting with our self-mastery. Now, this could be a really hard journey to go on by yourself, you know. God told Avram to go on this journey by himself. But the truth is, he wasn't 100% alone. He had his wife, Sarah. He had eventually his kids. He had his family. Fortunately for us, we don't have to do it alone either. You know, maybe if we were Avram and we had God talking to us directly, maybe we'd be able to go on this journey alone. But for now, thank God we have each other. And that's why I'm opening up the Magen Mastery community online space, where you can literally log on and interact with other people who are on this journey of self-mastery. To build those connections, to get that honest feedback, that camaraderie, that brotherhood, and to walk this path together. Not only that, but on the Magen Mastery community site, we also have courses lined up. I recorded a full fitness course on how to work out in the gym. And I'm going to be adding courses as we go on these different areas of self-mastery. We'll be posting meditations, mindset classes, workout and nutrition advice, all given by myself and other people and professionals in their field. And I'm telling you, I've been talking to some really cool, exciting people. Some of them are in Israel, some of them are here in America. But these are people that dedicated their lives to mastery in one or more of these areas. And they're going to be sharing their wisdom and their approach on the platform. I'm so excited about this community because this is something that I've been looking for years. I've been looking for like-minded people on this path of mind, body, soul mastery. And it's hard to find. I've found individuals here and there. I've found people that are starting the journey or they've been on the journey and they tell me the same thing. They tell me they've also been looking for other people and it's hard to find. So here we are. We're creating this community together. It's the Magen Mastery community. And we're going to create this together. That's the most exciting part, is that we're co-creating this. And I want to hear from you guys. What would be more valuable for you? What would be really helpful on this journey during the winter of working in, of self-mastery of the mind, body, and soul? So I'm going to leave a description in the bottom of this video for you to log on. Now here's the kicker. This community is eventually going to be a paid community, a subscription-based community that's going to cost upwards of $50 a month. But for now, for the first 100 people that join this community, it's going to be absolutely free for life. So if you're watching this, click that link now so you can join, hop in for free, and be part of creating this community. This is how we move the movement forward, guys. And you have this opportunity. If you're watching this, this is a calling for you to step in and to be a part of this and to create this community together, walking the path of mastery side by side as brothers, bringing this vision to life. I'm super excited to see you inside. I'm excited to walk this path of mastery together and to make this winter the most powerful and growth boosting winter of our lives. I'll see you inside.